Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Elle with the Law of One Spiritual Advice podcast. Today we are going to read a transcript from Ra, the Law of One, which can be found at llresearch.org or lawofone.info, and we will be going over session 89.30. So I will begin. Quote from Ra, quote, "To those who wish to sleep, we could only offer those comforts designed for the sleeping. Service is only possible to the extent it is requested. We were ready to serve in whatever way we could. This still seems satisfactory as a means of dealing with other-selves in third density. It is our feeling that to be each entity which one attempts to serve is to simplify the grasp of what service is necessary or possible." Ra, the Law of One. End of quote. So that's session 89.30. This is Ra speaking about their own incarnation on Venus. Although they describe their environment of seeking on their planet as having different circumstances than ours, we can still see the similarities in regards to the separation of those who seek and those who wish to sleep. Some people think to imply someone else is a sleeper is a disparaging remark. It could be, but only if you are judging that your rate of awakening is appropriate for all other people in the universe, which we know is not true. Everyone will have their own rate at which they'll awaken. Some may take the long, slow path of seeking and finding. Some may have a path that sleeps most of the incarnation, only to have a drastic moment of revelation at the very end of incarnation. So who are we to judge and understand other people's intentions and paths? We don't know. We also have to consider that some people have different incarnational plans and than we may have. Although we think it's appropriate to awaken to the truth of love and understanding, some may even be on a negative path of seeking where they incarnate in order to become more bitter, more angry and hurt so that they can accentuate their separateness and become more separated than they were at the beginning of incarnation. The truth is, we don't really know other people's paths or what's right for them. What we can attempt to do is to put ourselves in their shoes and with an honest and humble perspective ask ourselves what would really serve this person. Does it serve someone who's deep asleep to open the door super fast and loud, run in the room and turn on the light and shake them from their slumber? I would think probably not. And you may ask, well, why not? And I would remind you that we are creatures of free will. That person would already be awakened if they wanted to. It's not that people lack the tools and appropriate circumstances to see what you do. It's that they don't want to see what you do, and they choose the seemingly easier and safer thing to do, which is to stay asleep. So remember this anytime you offer your spiritual assistance to someone. If they don't ask for your help or your perspective, it might be best to wait for a time when it is. We seekers are sometimes eager to share our newly found wisdom with others, and we're turned off when that wisdom is rejected by them. This is because you're spoiling the wisdom. It's for you to cherish and use, since this bit of wisdom has come to you at a time where you have likely been asking for that truth. Until you are ready, the wisdom will travel past your ears, and you may not even notice it. But when you are ready and willing and looking for that answer, then that wisdom that was always there reveals itself to you. The same process happens with other people, and you're not always the needed savior in the equation to bring them what you think is right. I used to think it was my duty to awaken others and show them the light of truth. Now I understand that it's only my duty to seek the truth and live that truth, and through living that truth, my life will speak that silent wisdom in every word, deed, and action I partake in. I don't need to be anyone's savior because I know they are their own savior. I hope this helps you in accepting those people about you who don't see the same things as you and aren't interested in understanding them either. It's okay. You do you. Focus on becoming a better person yourself, because what else can you do? And when you become a better person, the entire universe benefits from it. To serve the self is to serve others, and to serve others is to serve the self. In unity, as long as your mind is trained on service and your intention is there, then you're doing well and you're improving for yourself and for everybody. And you're free knowing that you're also only responsible for yourself and not other people's progress. So don't be too hard on yourself when it comes to looking at other people sleeping and thinking that for some reason that's anything to do with you or it's your fault. Ra mentions elsewhere in these texts that the harvest will be small. I agree, there are not many seekers out there who are willing to accept the more difficult truths of awakening and prefer to remain safe and asleep. This is fine and well. We are in third density, and they will have another chance to repeat this third density cycle and hopefully make that choice to service to others or service to self when they see fit. Until then, do your best to work on becoming a vision of yourself you can be happy with, but do be kind to yourself and remember that progress often comes slow. We should be simultaneously focusing on accepting and loving ourselves as we are working to improve ourselves. It may sound like a paradoxical, but a balance between acceptance and perseverance is a good balance to achieve. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I appreciate all your support and kind words. I read all the comments on YouTube and Instagram, and I appreciate every word. If you want to tune in on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I will be making more comments on these quotes indefinitely. So thank you so much. Love you guys.